nalitawanka, tamikimulika, miskito kinyanki. Awala nalitawanka, yulo nalitawanka, tamikimulika, miskito kinyanki.
The Wanki, or Coco River, is the longest river in Nicaragua, forming a natural border with Honduras. Located in a lush and vast region that is isolated and hard to reach, it is home to the Miskito and Mayagna indigenous communities. In the Waspán municipality, in the North Atlantic Autonomous Region, the banks of this imposing river are populated by the Miskitos, an indigenous people par excellence. The Miskitos settle strategically near the water, rivers, lagoons, or the Caribbean Sea, which provide them with most of their food and commercial resources. Many of these communities have historically lacked basic services, in particular, clean drinking water and suitable hygiene and health conditions. These deficiencies are the main causes of diarrheal diseases that slow the healthy development of community members, especially children. In 2007, this situation was critical in the Klampa and Bum communities, two Mosquito River settlements located downstream in the Waspán municipality.
We use
the river water to cook and drink, even though it was dirty. This water was used for everything. We didn't have toilets, so we satisfied our needs in the bushes, where we could be bitten by the snakes.
We used to have problems in our community. Diseases such as diarrhea and cholera. Those diseases killed many people.
Because of their location downstream, Klampa and Bum are vulnerable to flooding. This flooding compromises the area's environmental health and consequently the health and well-being of the population. To improve the situation in these communities, ACRA and UNICEF have supported a water, sanitation, and hygiene program that includes active community participation during the entire project cycle.
As a program, we decided to open an office in the community. Sharing their lives helps us be indeed closer to them and win their trust.
This intervention began with a participatory diagnostic of the area's water supply and environmental health, in particular with respect to excrement management and personal hygiene practices. The methodology included working with groups of women to hear their ideas about these issues and their expectations with respect to improving access to water and the health and hygiene conditions of their homes and communities.
What is the advantage to have a toilet inside the house? For me, it's good to have a toilet inside the house because children and adults can use it at any time. It can be in the day or at night. It's better to have toilets. When the children satisfy their needs in the patio, it stinks. When my son wants to satisfy his needs, I take him to the toilet, I wipe him and wash his hands, then flush the toilet and then get him dressed. The toilet is better because it's inside the house and it can be used even though we're facing a flood. Where do you used to get the water from? We drank and cooked with the water from the river. Before, we left our children alone in the bushes and ran to the river to get water.
Meetings were organized in both communities, where the local population indicated that supplying safe water and better sanitation facilities were their priorities. This decision emerged from a discussion between the men and women who, once informed, made their voices heard and demanded a change.
We don't want any toilets inside our homes because that brings flies and then diseases.
You men don't know how to keep a clean house, but we do.
If they give us men a chance, we men can do the cleaning.
We women demand to have the toilets inside the house.
You, women, you have to obey men.
They don't see our needs. We can't let our children to go to the bushes to satisfy their needs because they can be bitten by the snakes. We want the toilets inside the house.
As part of the program's strategy to foster well-informed decisions by families, technicians installed a bathroom and a rainwater collection system in the community center in Boom, also home to the team office, so that families could see the technology and become familiar with it.
The fact that the team in charge was actually in the field and lived in the region was a fundamental advantage for the project. The people saw that we were sharing everything with them. We would cook with their water, we would drink rainwater like they did, they would see us use their toilets, and at the same time, they came to own and internalize the systems we were building with them.
The program trained a group of men and women as bricklayers and plumbers to help families build their water and sanitation systems.
I learned how to make blocks, tanks, concrete mix, and also tank tie-ups. I have 5 children, and I'm working with my friends. We are an example for the rest of women. Anyone can learn, as we did, if they want.
The families provided the sand, materials for toilet stalls, and their unskilled labor to help build the systems. Everybody has contributed something to this effort.
That's why we meet with the rest of the community to share problems, and we help the project with labor.
According to the indigenous worldview, water has an importance that transcends bodily needs. It has a spiritual meaning that leads indigenous people to see rainwater, or puralaya, as an element that nature provides for survival. Given this view, it was proposed that home systems for collecting and storing rainwater would be constructed. To build the systems, corrugated metal sheets are provided for creating channels that collect water from roofs. This water is channeled into PVC pipes that connect to storage tanks, built using a wire mesh cement technique. They are then located next to the houses. These tanks have an average capacity of 1,200 liters. In addition, each home receives a ceramic water filter saturated with colloidal silver, which ensures that bacteria and parasites are eliminated from water, making it safe for human consumption. Catalina's family now has clean and safe water to drink right in their home.
I'm very, very happy with my water. I give water and soft drinks to my children, and they're happy too. I'm not worried about dirt because I already keep my house clean.
The families have embraced these systems and have even made their own innovations. Minor placed his faucet, which is usually located on the storage tank, at the entrance to his house to make it even easier for the water to reach his home. He also installed pipes that carry water from an internal storage tank to the home's main room. This tank also supplies another recipient connected to a sink that is used before eating or after using the bathroom.
I am so very happy with the benefits they have given me. Having the toilet in my own house and clean water, that has spared us many diseases and brought many benefits for my family.
Now, every home in Klampa and Bum has safe and good quality drinking water, guaranteeing the right to a healthy life for children and their families. Open-air defecation used to be a serious problem, caused by a lack of adequate sanitation infrastructure. Today, it is no longer a problem. The families of Klampa and Bum worked hard to build their new bathrooms. The fact that houses in this region are raised off the ground did not impede placement of the bathrooms inside homes. Now they have toilets and sinks right inside.
I'm happy for having my toilets because my girls can satisfy their needs safely. I'm not afraid of falling, breaking an arm, or being bitten by snakes anymore. I thank you for this.
The bathrooms are elevated to the level of the homes, and excrement is carried by PVC pipes to septic tanks that have a capacity to hold waste matter produced over 10 years. The walls of the tanks are made of cement blocks that are produced in the community, and they also have concrete covers, making them very durable. This has signified a very important change in the quality of life and a more dignified life for families in these communities.
I see that everything is going very well. I'm not worried about going to the bushes because I have a toilet in my house and it works very well for me. I feel very happy to have a toilet in my house because my girl and us can use it at any time, day or night.
Now I can have visitors over. They are always impressed with the benefits I have received. They are amazed when they see my toilet and drink clean water. They ask me how it was that I got all that, and I always say, thanks to the project that gave me all this.
Access to safe water, bathrooms, and sinks for washing hands have also been guaranteed for children attending school in Klampa and Bum.
I'm very happy because I have water in my school. Now I can keep my hands clean. I feel very happy because after I go to the bathroom, I can wash my hands and also wash the fruits.
For our children, it is a great and special thing that now they can drink a glass of clean water that keeps them healthy.
The water and sanitation infrastructure is accompanied by a program that promotes hygiene and healthy practices in homes, schools, and community spaces. The Family Plan of Action has been promoted using 5 key indicators: safe water, management of excrement, washing hands, personal hygiene, and household hygiene. Each of these indicators requires changes in at least one related behavior, and all of the families try to make these changes and maintain a clean and healthy environment. Program facilitators carry out ongoing monitoring of the commitments to change behavior, closely reviewing the family action plans.
Una vez que realizamos esos trabajos, nosotros formamos grupos de promotores sociales.
Once we made those action plans, we made groups of social promoters in the communities. We visit the house where they have posters with the 5 indicators of work, so we can control their progress. Thanks to them, there have been a lot of improvement and changes of behavior in these families.
Han cambiado su comportamiento gracias a ellos que hemos trabajado en conjunto.
Approximately 1,255 people living in Klampa and Bum have benefited from this program, improving their quality of life. The municipal government of Waspán also collaborated with the program. The municipal government has praised this model and its role in reducing diseases.
We have seen a great improvement now that the people have toilets and safe water. We notice that diseases are on the decrease in the community. In this line of reasoning, we would recommend to obtain funding for the remaining 14 communities in our municipality, where conditions are worse than here. This is the very first time an organization is based in our community. This could be a model for other programs and projects operating in the municipality, because in this way, the community gets to trust the member of the technical staff, the engineer, and the community feels responsible and makes a contribution. Great contributions indeed for the program to become true. We recommend that other organizations also be based in the communities where they perform interventions.
The improvement of water access and the cleaning of each of these community houses have guaranteed a healthy environment for the children. Also contributes to improve their nutritional status and have access to a high-quality education.
The water and sanitation works are now an integral part of Klampa and Bum, where the dawn now shines more brightly